Welcome, players, to the fantastical world of Fisticuffs and Penny-Farthings. This is a brand new tabletop role-playing game, the latest in tabletop technology. I don't know why I'm making tongue twisters for myself. I'm Shubert. I'll be running this ridiculous game, which I have made, well, sort of. It's based on Lasers and Feelings by John Harper, which is a game that we have played before. So check out those episodes. Those were fun.
Editor's note: the House of Bob has not, at least on air, played Lasers and Feelings. Shubert may be thinking of Tales from the Glass-Guarded World, which has played Lasers and Feelings a couple times.
But this will be a little bit different. Instead of working together to achieve some goal, this is going to be a little bit more like Paranoia, where the characters are going to be working against each other to take each other down. So, should be fun. With us today, we have a wonderful crew of players. I can introduce you, or you can introduce yourselves.
I think it would be only proper if you were to introduce us, good man. You should introduce us yourself.
All right. Well, then, playing today with us is Cristina.
Hello.
We got Joshua.
Good evening.
And we got Jessica.
Hello.
Welcome, distinguished players, to the whimsical world of Fisticuffs and Penny-Farthings. In this historically inaccurate romp through the high society of the elite, you have the privilege to portray the finest specimens of our upper class, the beloved factory owners, the moneylenders, the oil barons, and of course, the illustrious landlords. As esteemed members of the nobility, you have nothing but contempt for the lower classes and their wretched ways. But fear not, for your well-earned riches and impeccable manners will surely shield you from the filth of the base-born rabble and guide you through the treacherous waters of high society. So dust off your fanciest top hats, polish your flintlock pistols, and prepare to unleash your most cutting insults and devious schemes upon anyone who stands in your way. Remember, in this world of opulence and opium, only the fanciest dressed, the sharpest tongued, and the worst-tempered will emerge victorious. But don't forget to keep your sense of humor intact, dear players. This is a game of dark humor and twisted amusement, where the absurdity of high society and its pettiness reign supreme. So let's raise a glass of brandy to our decadent world of snobbery, duels, and penny-farthing races, and let the games begin. Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers, good boy.
All right, so right off the top, let's just get to character creation. So this is in this game. It's only going to use 6-sided dice, by the way. You should only need around 3. Character creation has about 6 steps. You can basically choose from a list of options, or you can roll, because there's always going to be 6 options, or you can just make up your own. So the first thing we're going to do is choose your personality. I guess I'll just go in alphabetical order of your names and go around the table. So, Cristina.
Yeah.
Have you chosen or rolled a personality for your character?
I did. I am paranoid.
Lovely. And Jessica.
I'm vengeful.
Vengeful. Excellent. And what about you, Josh?
Good evening, old sport. My name is Vincent von Vlaun, sir.
Good evening.
I am rolling currently.
Excellent.
I am rolling a 6-sided dimensional cube, and I am obsessive.
Wondrous. You've rolled a 2, I suppose, and you have now discovered your personality to be obsessive.
I feel myself becoming more and more person as we go along.
Excellent.
I'm excited to see. I'm really obsessed with how I turn out.
Excellent.
Vincent, could you give me that name again?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, madam. I am Vincent von Vlaun III.
Vaughn?
Let's take the third out. That's quite a mouthful. Let's go with Sir Vincent von Vlaun, the first of his name.
Vaughn, what was the last name?
Oh, dear, madams, you must keep up. I am Vincent von Vlaun, Von
Vlaun?
Yes, it's a German name, but I'm not using a German accent. It's going to be confusing for myself and the listeners.
So I'm just going to call you VV. VV.
All right, and we are gonna the last step is choosing a name, so we will. No worries, but
Way to jump ahead.
we will get there. But right now
Sir has jumped the gun, but that's fine.
maybe that's
Just like Vincent von
just
Vlaun.
like him. So step 2, we're gonna choose your occupation for your character. So feel free to roll away or choose one, or you can always make up your own.
I'm a moneylender.
Excellent. Jessica.
I am a railroad tycoon.
Perfect. And Josh?
Well, I rolled my 6-sided dimensional cube and I received a 5, which was also a railroad tycoon. Feeling like that is rather boring, I re-rolled and I'm a landlord.
That's
Even
which
worse.
is excellent. Which is
Yeah.
so outstandingly appropriate.
right. So just to quickly recap, Josh, you're an obsessive landlord. Jessica, what were you?
A vengeful railroad tycoon.
Nice. And Cristina?
A paranoid moneylender.
I can't wait to see how these all come into play. So now that you've got your personality and occupation, you can choose or roll a couple of items that define your character. Don't think too hard about this one, but you've got a few options: fancy top hats, expensive pocket watches, copious amounts of brandy. What do you got, Cristina?
Well, I do have an expensive pocket watch. I liked that one. As well as a sword passed down from a relative who died in the quote-unquote war. The war.
Of course, the war. Jessica?
I rolled for it, and I got three times in a row, so
Whoa.
I'm just going to have 2 pistols.
Yes, that's
I
awesome.
do like that.
I tried to get something different, and it didn't work. The fates want me to have flintlock pistols.
Yes. Fate has decreed that you shall dual wield while dueling. And Josh?
Well, good sir, I have returned to rolling the 6-sided dimensional cube. I received a sword passed down from a relative who died in the war and a top-of-the-line shiny new penny farthing.
Oh,
My goodness.
quite nice. All right. And number 4, and this is important. You got to choose or roll for a character goal.
Is this a thing we want to share, or are we going to keep it secret until the end?
Yeah, I mean, we could really do either. If you guys feel like it might be more fun to keep it secret until the end, we could definitely do that. I think we can also keep it open, but still not metagame. And it could be fun knowing what everyone's trying to achieve, but I'm open to suggestions.
I'm fine either way.
Yeah, same.
Like, well, we can do it without knowing, and plus the audience would then know
Yeah, I think
what we're after.
yeah, I think it would be fun to just for everyone to know and kind of help each other screw each other over. It's that kind of game, hopefully. Cristina.
So I rolled a 3 and yes, penny-farthings. Oh no, sorry. I jumped ahead there. I beat a rival in a race, which is an interesting one. I did sort of have a question about how rivalries work
Mm-hmm.
in the game because that's not at all clear.
No, nothing is clear.
Everybody's just a rival, or
Nothing is clear.
I just get to pick.
Yeah, I'll explain like how the game kind of works in a little bit, but
Okay.
But basically, rivals can be anyone that you dislike, or somebody that insults you, or somebody that has like a lot of property that you want to take from them.
Okay.
Because usually these duels end in one person kind of claiming the other's possessions. So
Okay.
it's also a way to just take out, like a rival business person or something. So there
Sounds good.
can be all kinds of different rivals. And, a rival could also be like a family member that you don't want them like inheriting something. You want to get the inheritance. So, yeah, it's a very broad.
Well, of course, I
broad
deserve
thing.
it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how that works. Jessica, what'd you get?
I got poison arrival.
Excellent. And Josh?
Well, good sir, I am taking a rival to court, which I assume means legal court, but I am unsure.
No, it might be the basketball court.
Yes.
Yes, you
a good
gotta
old,
school that fool.
a good old game of the ones and twos. This is before the three-pointer, you see.
Indeed.
Before we had enough paint for that.
We couldn't
the
afford
U-shape.
the paint.
All right, so now roll your number. So this just everybody roll a d6. If you roll a 1 or a 6, re-roll until you get something from 2 to 5. Christina, what'd you get?
Yeah, so this is where I rolled a 3.
Right.
So I'm better at penny-farthings.
Yes, slightly. You're pretty balanced, but you're slightly better at penny-farthings. Jessica, what'd you get?
In the irony of me carrying around pistols, I got a 2.
Oh, no.
So your handlebars are 2 flintlocks.
Yeah. Now it is. No.
Okay, well, that just means that, oh my goodness.
It's hard to keep track of which way the numbers
honestly
work.
Yeah, to be fair, this is the first time I'm actually running this game, so
Sure.
it's an experiment for all of us. But yes, that means that you're going to be better at penny-farthings, but that could help you. So
It's all right. It's family heirlooms. I carry them around for the look, not the use.
exactly,
The pistols.
for intimidation.
Yeah.
Josh, what'd you roll?
Well, good sport, I rolled a 5 on my dimensional cube, which means I am rather good at fisticuffs, which comes in handy for the landlording.
Excellent.
Dark.
Good at fisticuffs, not very good at penny-farthings. All right, that's cool.
Which is a shame because I have this shiny new penny farthing.
Welcome to my world.
Well, maybe it's better this way. All right, Christina, we're going to go to the last step, starting with you,
All right.
which is to choose a name. So you want to give your character a pretentiously long-winded name suitable to a gentle person of the highest class.
Of course. My character is, I'm sure everybody, they know me so well, they can just guess it right offhand. But yes, we'll say it together. Baroness, Baroness Astrid Oswald von Gaelin de Potpourri the Fourth.
You lost me halfway through it. Astrid.
So Baroness Astrid Oswald von Gaelin so with apostrophe, D apostrophe Potpourri the Fourth.
My goodness, madam, that's quite a lineage. I see we share the German descent, but also you have quite a flair there at the end.
Yes, I'm of French Germanian descent, so.
Oh, yeah. Quite good.
All right. Jessica, what long-winded name did you come up with?
I am Lady Marian Formyth de Shea of the Pulasqui de Shays.
I only got a lady.
Jessica, I was so thrown off by your voice that I could not write down your name at all.
I'm like, I got this, and then I just understood lady. That's it.
Oh, do it again.
Marian
Oh, Marian. Okay.
Yeah.
Formyth.
Formyth. Okay.
Formyth
Yes.
is how I spelled it, but whatever.
Sure.
D-E.
Uh-huh.
Shea, S-H-E-A.
S-H-E-A. Perfect.
Of the Pulasqui de Shays, obviously.
Of the Pulasqui de Shays.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be really important, so I'm glad we're spending a lot of time on this.
I wish I was better at my lettering. Whoa.
And Josh, if I'm not mistaken, you are Sir Vincent von Vlaun?
You are correct, good sir. Pleasure to meet you.
Surely you have some other title.
Such a short name.
You sure you don't want to add that third back on?
Yeah.
Oh, we need more than this.
It's a disgustingly short title.
That's just ridiculous.
I was very satisfied with the length of my title, but
I would like it if you added the fifth at least.
Are you a baron of something or a count or
Oh, I got it. In the first part, add Viscount.
oh yes. What is a
Viscount
Viscount?
Vincent von Vlaun?
Yes.
That's a lot of V's.
And then you're the fifth, so also V.
Oh my god. the 5th.
Oh, what a wonderful suggestion. Thank you so much, Baroness, for remembering my heritage and my title even.
Of course.
Also, I like that you rolled a 5.
It really is perfect, isn't it? It was meant to be.
Okay, so I'm going to try to quickly explain how this game works, if I can remember how it works. So, basically, here's the gameplay loop. When a rival noble person besmirches your good name, you politely demand a duel to the death and relish your opportunity to eliminate your foes. Or you might prefer to take a more gentle approach and challenge your peers to an exhilarating race through the cobblestone streets on Penny-Farthings. A race to the death. But don't just wait to get insulted. Take initiative and be the first to verbally strike. But if you can't come up with an insult on the fly, sometimes cat gets your tongue, you can grab a pair of dice and use the handy-dandy old-timey insult generator that I have created for this game to roll up a vicious invective. So there's a list. I don't know if you guys have the PDF or the document open.
I do.
But there is a list of 6 adjectives and 6 nouns, just in case you guys want to insult each other at any point, or any other base-born scallywags about. Yeah, so that is one part of the game, is getting into duels. And the other part of the game is rolling dice. And basically, whenever you do something risky, you're going to roll 1d6 and find out how it goes. You roll an extra d6 if you're working to best a rival, and you roll another extra d6 if you're well-versed on the subject. So we'll figure out something whenever you roll. You roll your dice, and then you compare each die result to your number. So your number is the thing that you rolled to see if you're better at fisticuffs or penny-farthings. So if you're doing a fisticuffs type of roll, and just so you know, fisticuffs things I'm imagining as being like more physical, violent type of tasks. So throwing punches, swinging swords, shooting pistols, that type of thing. Then you'll roll fisticuffs. When you do that, you want to roll under your number. This is the only kind of confusing part of the game. And when you're rolling penny-farthings thing, you want to roll over your number. And penny-farthing things are like riding penny-farthings, obviously, inventing contraptions, using legal loopholes. So I see penny-farthings things as more of the intellectual and technical kind of pursuits. But of course, there's going to be some gray areas, but we'll figure it out. The whole game is meant to be we're all just making this up as we go along. The goal is to just kind of improvise a fun story. So when you roll your dice to see how things go, you're going to compare your dice to see if you rolled under your number. If a die does roll under your number, you get a success. The more successes you get, the better you do. If you get one success, you do succeed, but at a cost. And it just gets better the more successes you get. If you roll exactly your number, then you have achieved something called Fisticuffs Penny-Farthings. And that just gives you a hint or an advantage. Okay?
Okay.
And then optionally, if we want to make this more complicated, I don't know if we need to, but you can also help or hinder somebody. So if you see somebody, trying to best a rival and you want them to succeed, you could roll to help, or you could try to hinder a rival that you want to see defeated. All right.
Sounds good.
Hopefully it all makes sense as we start playing. And if it doesn't, then this was all a horrible mistake.
I'm sure it won't be that bad.
All right. So running the game. So this is the time when I get to roll some dice. We're just going to roll to see what the starting situation is, because this is a game where you don't have to do any preparation.
Good.
So I have no idea what's about to happen. We're about to find out. All right. During a spice shortage. There's a spice shortage happening, people.
No. I just watched Dune 2. This makes a lot of sense.
Spice must flow.
It must flow, you see.
Exactly. Right, there's going to be a lot of Dune references happening. During a spice shortage, a famous circus performer... I should probably say what I'm rolling. I rolled a 4 and then I rolled a 3. Now I'm rolling a 2. So during a spice shortage, a famous circus performer has been secretly replaced.
Da-da-da. That wasn't the correct tune.
This is going to be really important for you guys for reasons that you'll have to make up.
Sure.
Which will, I rolled a 3, create a brandy or opium shortage.
You got the spice.
The horror.
Yes. So, to recap.
It's quite a hodgepodge. I'm not quite sure how we're going to navigate this one.
You know, it makes perfect sense
If you really think about
for
it.
reasons that we will soon make up.
If you really think about it, you dingbat.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you calling a dingbat, you ill-conceived scallywag?
All right. Save it. Gonna have to separate you guys.
I'm pre-rolling my insults.
Just to come up with some. That's actually really funny. Okay, so this is the situation we find ourselves in, everybody. We're halfway through, and we have created characters and rolled up a situation.
Woo!
During a spice shortage, a famous circus performer has been secretly replaced, which will create some type of brandy or opium shortage. We have to decide. So what's happening, do you think, guys? I need your input here. How does this affect your characters? How are you going to use this to your advantage, or how is this affecting you negatively and you need to fix it? Cristina?
One of the things I was thinking, because I am a money lender, that the circus and perhaps this specific clown is the head of a smuggling ring for opium, which was bad for business for me, because then I know people won't get their money, I won't get their money, and that's like the worst case scenario I could ever think of.
Okay, so this famous circus performer was actually smuggling opium? Is that what we're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
That
makes sense to
so
me.
we need him back to keep smuggling opium.
Right. Okay. That,
Okay.
that makes sense
Yeah, this
to
other
me.
guy, he doesn't seem to want to, and I don't like
He's
that.
not doing a good job.
Goody two-shoe against the smuggling.
He's
and
like, I want to be funny for the children.
can't have that.
All right, and who's he been secretly replaced with?
A member of the church. Like, the church is trying to convert children, and they're doing it through the circus.
Right? Okay, so like a bishop or something?
Oh, no.
Some clergy.
Some kind of clergy. I don't know. Bishop feels awfully high ranking, but sure, why not?
Everyone's high ranking here, so
That's true. That is true.
this is a famous circus performer.
The Bishop of Canterbury, or what was it? Yeah, that's the name of
Canterbury.
the place.
Yeah.
So they should be the Bishop of something as well, probably
I
then.
don't know where
Right.
we're at.
Well, we don't know yet, but we
Okay.
suspect.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah,
we
it's a secret.
suspect perhaps that a bishop. All right, and this is clearly an opium shortage.
Mm-hmm.
And the spice, well, how does the spice shortage play into this opium shortage? I mean, I don't think this is the Dune. I don't think this is melange or whatever.
Not the spice melange? No? I mean, maybe
No.
that's part of what gets traded from us. We
Mhm.
make the spices,
Oh.
and
We
then
take the
for
spices and give
opens-
it to the circus performer
Yes, to receive the opium.
to get the opium.
Mhm.
So now you have nothing to give them.
It was a
And
bad
And they've
crop
been
year.
secretly replaced, so they don't even maybe want to
They
help
don't
you
even
guys.
want the spice or have the opium anymore.
I feel like what we need is a nice starting situation here. So what's where would you all be hanging out? Like I'm imagining like a gala or a horse race or like a cigar smoke filled room or in a castle somewhere. Where are you all hanging out?
I liked all of those.
I
so
do.
that was
I
tough.
did like horse race. Sounds fun.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
horse race.
All right.
We could all be in the one of those VIP boxes areas.
Obviously,
Right.
we can't be amongst the rabble.
No.
Yes. You guys are all of you guys, I shouldn't say you guys, you noble, good, fine gentlefolk are all in the, I can't speak in that way for too long. You are all hanging out in the VIP area at a horse race. You're all, I assume, betting on your favorites, and you've all placed bets on different horses here. Cristina.
Mm-hmm.
What horse are you betting on?
Oh my goodness. That's the only thing about horses. They always have crazy names too. So, we'll go with Princess Prettyfoot.
Right? Princess Prettyfoot. Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Jessica, what you got?
Let's go with a railroad racer.
Ah.
Nice.
They lose against the railroad, but they win against horses.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's always racing against trains as it's training.
Yeah,
Maybe
practice.
that's where the word comes from.
Yep.
Josh, who is Vincent von Vlaun the Fifth betting on?
Viscount, you knave.
My apologies.
I've taken
good sir.
all of my tenant security deposits, and I've put it all on Copenhagen Waterloo.
Copenhagen Waterloo. Excellent.
Yes, he has 50-1 odds to win, but I have it on good information that he's feeling rambunctious,
Excellent.
which is good.
Before we figure out which of these horses is actually going to win the race, or maybe one of the other horses will win, who are you all here with? And just give me a brief description of your character and their entourage, if any. Cristina?
Sure. Because it's horse race season, I'm in my finest sun attire, which means it's only 5 layers of clothing instead of the usual 6. And I have a very large hat. It takes up actually 2 seats on each side. Like it flops down onto them. And my husband's not here. The poor fool. He's off doing, gambling his life away. Unlike me, I don't gamble. I just bet on horses. Yeah, I don't think I have too much of an entourage. Probably just one person who's my attendant.
Okay. Like a handmaiden type of thing?
Yeah, like a handmaiden / someone who would just do my biddings in general.
Right.
A little assistant.
Gotcha. Okay. Jessica, what is Lady Marian Formyth, Duchess of the Pulasqui? If I got that right.
I don't think so.
Pulaski.
You got it all right, except Pulasqui.
Oh, I even wrote that down.
It's challenging with all of the names. I get it. I understand. Lady Marian has red hair all piled up on top in the way of these, impossible hairdos that they have. A tiny, tiny hat. It's little bitty. Doesn't fit. One of those dresses that goes from, neck all the way to the floor and all sleeves all the way to the wrist, covering, all of the skin. It's ridiculous. With her is her husband, who is a small, mousy-looking guy, who just kind of follows her around and does her bidding.
Okay.
Do we even notice him most of the time? Probably not.
Nope. Neither does she.
Oh,
I'm imagining sort of like a well-dressed Igor kind of situation.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Like he's your lackey.
Yeah, absolutely my lackey.
Perfect. Okay, Josh.
so Vincent is
Viscount
kind of on
Vincent,
the
Josh.
He's kind of on the shortest.
Please
Don't you
respect the
correct you?
character.
Oh, I haven't rolled my insult. Don't you dare correct me, you vile rapscallion. So Viscount Vincent von Vlaun V. He is a sort of a shorter guy, very round, and he's about to pop out of his 3-piece suit. and he's sweating heavily as he rides his penny-farthing, which is like a giant front-wheeled bicycle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they get on or off this thing, but his has little training wheels on the side. So,
Yes.
so yeah, he shows up and he's alone just because I can't keep track of all these people. So he shows up very sweaty to the horse race.
Right. I assume he has servants to help him get up and down, but the whole time he's at the horse race, he just stays on the penny-farthing.
He's up on the thing. Yeah, sure.
Notoriously known to be very comfortable, I'm sure.
I just rolled to see who would win the race, and I rolled that Copenhagen Waterloo has won the race.
Last.
Well, curses.
This is quite good news. I wasn't going to give the tenants their security deposits back either way, but it's excellent to see that I've doubled my money. No, I said it was 50 to 1. Sorry, 50-fold. I think it's time to celebrate. I think champagne all around. Ladies?
I would always appreciate some champagne,
Well,
especially on your dollar.
well, my good Viscount, of course I would accept some sort of champagne from you, right? This time it is from the Champagne region of France, I assume?
I don't know what they're offering at this horse race. Good sir, hey!
Hello there, sir.
Editor's note: at this point, Josh's internet connection failed, so he had to disconnect and reconnect. I have, however, left in the conversation between Shubert, Cristina, and Jessica that occurred while Josh was gone because it was funny, and because it will be hard to make sense of what happens afterward without it.
Okay, good. Now that he's gone,
I won, right?
Cristina and Jessica, I really want you guys to figure out why his display of his celebration is like shameful or something else about what he's doing here that's going wrong.
Well, he is bragging in front of us.
Possibly he might have cheated. Like this horse could be juiced or something, So let's think of like some kind of rumor that we could spread about him or some way we can insult him for having won this race, because it's never good when a rival wins.
No.
And right now, Viscount Vincent von Vlaun V is beating you guys.
Well, we are here because, one of the things I guess we would probably want to discuss is the spice shortage. So maybe we could make it something about that.
Maybe we think he's hoarding opium and gave it to his horse to win.
Or he gave it to the other horses, because I'm pretty sure opium makes you sleepy.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Very quickly Googled, and it was not super helpful.
I'm just totally taking that on like Orientalism pictures I've seen, so I have no idea if it's accurate.
Josh, are you back?
I don't know.
Excellent. Okay. We weren't talking about you or your character at all.
I don't care.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Users of opium experience a euphoric rush followed by relaxation and the relief of physical pain.
Oh, so it could have worked through the pain.
Yeah, that's kind of my thinking.
Wait, what am I walking? What am I coming back in on here?
I thought you didn't care.
We were looking up the effects of opium. I'm now on a list.
We've moved straight on from champagne to opium. Good. I'm glad to see this body's going exactly the way I hoped.
No, my good man. While you were being a little bit of a gilly wetfoot over there by somehow disappearing into the ether, me and the wonderful Lady Miriam were discussing about how your horse was just a little too fast today.
It seemed quite suspicious.
50
to 1 odds is not an odd I would take.
Well, sometimes you have to be bold, my dear.
I knew it! You wretched knave! You have gone and taken your horse and done something unspeakable.
I love this voice so much. All right. I hear insults. I hear honor being besmirched. Somebody has got to be the first to suggest a duel.
Can we have a 3-way duel or two duel on one?
2
duel?
on 1?
You mean a truel?
A truel, yeah. Yes, of course.
Whoa! Excellent.
Well, there isn't much precedent for a truel, so you could be the first.
Well, I definitely take the quote-unquote champagne we were served, and I splash it into Vincent's face.
Oh, how could you reach me from down there?
You rake fire! Don't you know I have an arm of a baroness?
Oh my goodness.
Obviously means I'm very strong in a one arm only for some reason.
Does Viscount Vincent's monocle pop out? How does he react here?
Once I figure out how to come down there, I'm going to reciprocate with my opium. I'll splash you with opium. What is opium? Can someone Google what this actually is? Is it a powder? I don't know. I don't do drugs enough.
It's just a flower, I think, originally.
Yeah, so you
can
guys know
smoke it.
poppy seeds, right?
Yeah.
Poppy muffins. That's opium.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why you don't eat them before a drug test.
Yeah.
He reaches into his pocket and throws his poppy seeds down at you from up high.
I
We
knew
knew
you were hoarding opium. There's a shortage, and I need that for my railroad workers.
You gasser, and I'm gonna kick him down off of his penny farthing.
Whoa.
Shoot. All right, I'm gonna roll to not die. Ready?
I think I still have to roll a fisticuff before you can figure that out.
Oh yeah, do that first.
Sure, let's see if Baroness Astrid is able to knock you off of your... let's get an opposed roll here. Cristina, you get 1d6 just for free.
Excellent.
You get another because you're trying to defeat a rival here.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any reason that you would be particularly good at knocking someone off of something?
I cannot think of a reason why, other than I do slap my servants on a daily basis.
Well, yes, of course. That just goes
that's
without
normal,
saying.
Yes,
Yeah.
so I do have a strong knocking around arm
Oh, okay, that's good.
of a proud baroness.
Of course. I think I'll give you 2d6 for this roll. And
Perfect.
Josh, you also get a free d6. Well, free 2d6 because you're also trying to defend yourself against a rival. Is there any reason that you would be good at staying on your penny farthing?
There's actually no reason whatsoever. The penny farthing itself does have the training wheels, which is what,
You know what?
might
The
help
fact
him.
that you described it that way, and the fact that you have a shiny new penny farthing as one of your items, I think you should get 3d6. So
Yeah, it's brand new.
Oh my goodness.
I need every bit
let's
of
see who
it.
succeeds here. And Jessica, you have the option as well to hinder or help.
Oh no, I'm just letting the Baroness. I'm letting the Baroness do my work for me at the moment.
Great. Yes. Christina, what did you roll?
Sadly, I only rolled a 3 and a 1.
And what number were you trying to get?
I guess I don't know, because weren't you supposed to tell us?
Yes, I was supposed to tell you. That's a really good point.
Tell me it was a 4, exactly.
So it's you're rolling fisticuffs here.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a fisticuffs roll for you, Christina.
Yes, that makes sense.
You succeeded on one and got penny farthings on the
Yes.
other.
Right.
No,
Right.
not penny farthings. Fisticuff
Fisticuff
farthings.
farthings, yes.
My bad.
So yes, you have gotten one success and one potential advantage or clue. And Josh, what did you get?
So I rolled a 3, a 3, and a 2, and Vincent's a 5, but he's trying to balance up there, so I think this is a
I
penny
think
farthing.
that's fair.
Or farthing.
Yep.
And so
Oh,
no
no.
successes in this case.
No successes. Okay. So Christina,
Mm-hmm.
what happens here? You get a success, but I'm going to inflict a complication. But tell me first how the success goes.
That's fair. The success goes that I definitely topple him off of his penny farthing, so he comes tumbling down onto the seats. But maybe what happens is my brand new boots get stuck in one of his spokes, ruining them.
Oh, curses.
All right, your outfit is completely in shambles
Yes.
because of this. And Josh, describe what happens to your character as you. What's more injured, your body or your pride?
So Vincent has a lot of cushioning. So physically, and he's just a robust fella. I mean, just stout and strong. So he falls off, but he's covered in champagne, falls into the poppy seeds that he fell into. His shirt's untucked. He's covered in sticky poppy seeds, smells like champagne. And yes, it's quite embarrassing.
Oh, no. That's the worst thing that can happen to a nobleman. It's being embarrassed.
Worse than dying.
Yeah, so he's not hurt at all, but after falling, he's got to pretend like he's dead for a minute just to make it more serious.
I think that's a good place to end that scene. So the scene ends with, I have to pull up your characters and try to say them. This scene ends with Viscount Vincent von Vlaun V having fallen on his penny farthing, completely embarrassing himself, rolling in champagne and poppy seeds, completely covered in filth in his outfit, all out of sorts. And Cristina, your character, oh my goodness, Baroness Astrid Oswald van Gaelin de
Potpourri.
De Potpourri, of course.
I'm the proud potpourri of many a Baroness Astrid before me.
Of course. You, having successfully defeated your rival here for a second, but you also have had your outfit destroyed and slightly embarrassed yourself here.
Yes.
So it seems that Lady Marian Formyth, Duchess of the Pulasqui
Pulasqui.
Oh my goodness, has made it out on top here.
Yeah,
Somehow.
by doing nothing.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a prison of your own making, Shubert.
So I think that we should skip ahead to the next kind of situation. Maybe we're at like a gala or something. In the time that has passed, what has happened here? Let's start with Josh, because your character has been horribly embarrassed. So how have you recovered, or have you in any way since this? Let's say it's been like a week.
So it's been a week. Vincent is wearing a neck brace. Oh. And he's constantly, making reference to his pain and how much opium he's on to help with the pain.
Of course.
But he's, his clothes are obviously he's changed.
Yes.
One would hope.
His servants.
If you can afford to.
Other than Vincent's doing good right now.
Yeah, pockets full of opium. He's doing great.
He's wearing a neck brace. His arm is in a sling. His left arm's in a sling, and out of the sling, he's holding like a folder with something in it.
Oh,
so you have a neck brace and a sling. I see.
Yeah.
All right. And how is Vincent going to deal with this opium shortage that's rumored to be on its way?
He's quite concerned about it. I mean, he's heard about the circus performer. Like, something's wrong with the circus performer, and it could stop the opium thing. And he's got to have his opium because of just how awful his pain is. So I think that he runs back into the ladies at the gala and brings up, "Hey, have you heard about the circus performer who is not who he's supposed to be?"
We should come up with a name for him or them.
Or
I
a
guess.
circus performer.
Yes.
Can we please keep it brief? Let's
Yes.
a brief name for this one.
Squeaky the Pin.
Squeaky, good Squeaky.
Squeaky the Pin was a famous pantomime and clown. His performances were something to behold, but now he's been replaced by a mere shadow of what he once was.
High-hatted fool, I would say.
So you have heard.
I have, and I've heard that the new, the Pin, as you may call him, he has not been accepting certain gifts of my assistant, and I just cannot have this.
I tried passing my shipment off to Mr. the Pen and wasn't able to. Just sent it back. What am I to do?
I can't get over how good this voice is.
I know.
It's like you absolutely nailed this voice.
I don't
It's
know how you're
incredible.
not drinking so much water.
Or brandy.
I'm going to tell you, this voice is based on a character from a TV show, and I would love it if somebody figured it out, but they probably won't.
I think Mike will get it.
Figure it out, listeners. All right.
Yeah, Mike is going to
So-
get it.
Josh, your character has been horribly besmirched in the last week when you were knocked off your penny farthing. And so you're feeling like you got to get some revenge for this besmirchment.
Oh, yeah, he's got something in mind.
Okay.
So he addresses directly the Baroness. My dear, I do hope that we could move past things, and I hope you understand this is completely business, but I am in incredible pain, and I have brought you this folder. Please look inside this folder.
I eyeball this folder. I feel like as a moneylender, I would know maybe documentation here. And I'm quite paranoid,
Yeah,
so
that might
Yes,
be able to help.
please just open to the first page. Please open to the first page. I insist, in fact, that you open at least to the first page. At least. At least the first page.
can I penny farthings this? Just because I feel like I can call upon my one paranoia and two my knowledge of contracts, of course.
Right. Perhaps. Are you going to look at the document first? Or
No, I want to tell by the color of specifically the color and the insignia on the folder itself.
Right. Like what kind of document it is.
Everyone knows that it must be stamped by the high courts if it's a legal
Right.
document.
Okay. So you're investigating, checking out this
Mhm.
document, seeing what it is before you open it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, roll penny farthings. You're trying to protect yourself from a rival, so get 2d6, and you said 3d6 because you're a paranoid moneylender. That makes sense.
Perfect.
The Viscount is sweating again.
Oh my goodness. I think this is bad. 'Cause I can't remember which way it goes now. I got a 5, a 6, and a 4.
Oh.
And for penny farthings, is that good?
For penny farthings, you want to roll over.
Oh,
your
that is
number.
good. Yes. So I usually have a 3.
So high is good.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Good.
I had to go back up there and see.
So you get 3 successes.
Yes.
So that is a critical success. So you not only figure out exactly what kind of document this is, but you get some kind of advantage. Josh, you want to let us know exactly what kind of document you were thinking of here?
He's serving her to take her to court.
Yeah, I figured
because
that.
Yeah.
that's his character go.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, Cristina, you know you're getting served here.
Yes. Only if I accept these papers.
Right. So what's your character going to do here?
Well, I think we are standing, having our lovely little conversation in the, grand ballroom, but there does happen to be a nice kindling fire, and all of a sudden my hand is like, I'm acting like I'm going to grab it, but it knocks it out of his hand right into the fire, and I'm like, oh, my dear sir, I am so sorry. I did see those documents came from the High Court, so it may take several weeks for you to get new copies to give me.
I gotta say, I feel like that's a roll.
To knock the documents into the fire.
Uh-huh.
I think you got a critical success. So I think
Oh, that's fair.
I think that's
Okay.
I one-upped him.
yeah. We don't want to make too many rolls, so I'm gonna say that's cool.
They instantly burst into flames for some reason.
Right. They burst into flames, and you hear fell voices in the air.
As the High Courts always have spirits,
Yeah.
we know this.
Right. Josh, how does the Viscount react to this? The Viscount.
Vincent's getting so sweaty, so mad, face red.
We're also next to this fire for some reason.
There's this random fire that's appeared. It's so warm. Could someone please turn the fire down at least a degree or two? Listen, you saloon bum, a gutter rat, your words sting worse than a stray cat. But this here gent ain't one to fret. I'll expose your lies, and you'll get the sweat. Next time you see me, best tip your tap, 'cause this feud's a brewing like a barroom spat. Madam, you have been served, whether my serving documents are burnt or not.
Holy shit, did you just rap at me?
Taking you to court, and I can't rap anything else. That's all.
Wow.
So impressed by that whole thing.
Right?
Yeah,
Was that pre-written or did you just come up with it? That was
That was
impressive.
amazing.
I did not come up with it. I wish I did. Sorry.
That's okay.
I wasn't expecting a battle rap, but I
Neither was I, for sure.
that's
Here
pretty
for it.
amazing.
I had to figure out how to serve the lady in a different way with my
Right,
documents.
I got differently served. I see. I just say one word at you, ragabrash, and apparently that means disorganized or grubby person.
Oh yeah, that's about right.
Good to know. And at this point, everyone at the gala, I think that's where we're at, right?
Yes.
We're at
Yes.
It's easy
a
to
big
forget.
fancy gala with the smell of port and cigar smoke in the air. At this point, everybody at the party is watching this, and you know that everyone's looking at you expectantly. Like, you know that these types of insults can't just be like, if you just let this go, then you'll be eternally mocked as some
my family will never live it down.
Your honor has been besmirched here. So before something breaks out here, Jessica, is there anything that Lady Marian wanted to do?
Nah, she's cool.
She's just staying out of all
Marian's
this drama.
just chilling.
Why do the work when you could let other people do the work for you?
For sure. She's going to win this game so fast. We'll end up killing each other. I then, of the potpourris, challenge you, Mr. Vlaun. And I flip my hair when I say that. my long fake curls behind me. To a race at dawn by the circus itself.
Oh. The crowd gasps at this request for a duel. And they all look at the Viscount expectantly.
I accept on 2 conditions. These are important.
Speak, sir.
If I win, you will arrive to court and go to court so I meet my character go.
You will go to court.
And two, Lady Marian Formyth Deshay of the Pulasqui Deshays, her small mousy-looking husband has to join me in whatever this race is.
Like he has to be your second in this
I'm
duel?
obviously injured. I cannot pilot this. What kind of race is it? What are we doing? Sorry. It's the opium.
Penny-Farthings. It's
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, we're racing Penny-Farthings. Yes, he will ride on my shoulders.
well, this
Okay.
is quite unusual. But I assure you, my dear husband is up to the task.
All right. All right. Everyone is satisfied that
I put out my hand, like, how you would do the palm.
Extend
Palm
for
towards
kiss.
yourself as an agreement to our upcoming duel.
Vincent reciprocates, but he makes a big show of how his arms hurt. Oh, look what you've done to me.
everybody at the party is now only talking about you two and your duel, and that chat continues on for the next week or so as all the preparations are made for the race. Of course, a lot of this can't just be some base-born affair. Like, this has to be fancy. So you guys obviously spend a lot of money to
Mm-hmm.
get a nice crowd together, and
Oh, yes. for sure.
And there's a parade and so forth.
There's a parade. Yeah.
We hire the circus to cater the event.
Obviously. Can't
There's
not be
nothing to do back
catering.
then anyway. So
But of course, everyone is chatting about this spice shortage and the upcoming, the supposed opium shortage. Although it doesn't seem to be affecting the Viscount, so people are kind of whispering about like where are these guys getting their opium? There's a shortage.
I'm not following the narrative as we agreed upon. I'm diverting quite egregiously.
You threw that opium in our faces, I think, or something like that. The last scene. So
Yeah, I
You
did
got
say
opium to
that
spare.
poppy seeds were opium, but there's a slight difference between the drug opium and poppy seeds. Like the poppy seeds grow the opium plant, and then you harvest it from the plant, but. It doesn't matter. It's not important.
Just because there's a shortage doesn't mean we don't have any.
Yeah.
It's a shortage for everyone else.
Of course.
Yes.
well, you're saying you don't have any because you're like, oh, my bones.
It doesn't affect your ability to get opium, just maybe money from opium. So now we are at the final stage, and we only have about 5-10 minutes left. So
Oh my
this
goodness.
We have to resolve the opium shortage in 5 minutes
Yes.
during a race?
yes.
Okay,
So
let's figure this out.
We have
Oh
to
my gosh.
we have to solve this everything, guys.
Right.
In the next 5 minutes.
Here's the thing. We're all in on it. This is a show. We're not actually this isn't real. We are getting the circus performer to show up there so we can expose his lies
Whoa.
during the race.
Whoa.
Right.
Yeah, so this is all, we hatched this plan.
That's why he's going to be the guest of honor.
Mm.
We have a special box just for him.
I really like that idea, but I feel like it would make sense if Josh, you and Christina's characters were actually having this duel, and Jessica, your character, was using
Sure.
it sort of as a distraction to out this circus performer. Would that make
there
sense?
You go. Yes, that completely makes sense. Yeah, let's make Jessica the smart one, as usual.
It just kind of seems to make sense.
I've got a plan.
Okay, Jessica's got a plan. Okay, let's roll with it. Literally.
All right. So, I think we're gonna have a few rolls here to decide everything.
Can I do a thing? Can I do a
Yes,
thing?
please, Jessica.
Before the race,
Yes.
Lady Marian Formyth Deshay of the Pulasqui Deshays
Yes.
and her husband go to Viscount Vincent von Vlaun V and offer a toast. I feel horrible about how this has all gone down. I didn't see the Baroness going this far. I apologize. And I wish to toast your good fortune. And I would like to toast with the brandy that we brought.
Of course, I've never turned down a toast. Sorry.
A
Yes,
toast from a host.
I will toast. Yes, I will toast. Do you mind? Would it be appropriate if your husband held my glass? You see, I am quite injured.
Of course.
He can lift it to my face.
He would be happy to do such a thing.
Very good.
So we pour the brandy, and my husband gives you your drink.
Is it poisoned?
Oh, it's 100% poison. The glass is poison, not the brandy. So we all drink as well.
I really enjoy the honesty that we have with each other.
I'll roll something if I need to.
Cinco de V doesn't care, so let's roll with it. So I think I'm gonna, if it's okay with everybody, I'm gonna roll fisticuffs because through the power of his obesity, he's gonna overcome this poison.
I think that's fair. I think a bit of an old school D&D constitution check is in order here. So
Guess what? This is glorious. He rolled 2 6s. I assume I got two dice rolls. So 2 6s, which means he fails miserably with fisticuffs. Like he could have rolled anything else with any other either of these die. So he is horribly sickened.
I think
like
that's a
turning
critical
green.
fail.
Yeah.
Can I say it's supposed to be a slow-acting poison so that the
yes,
race
sure.
still happens?
Right.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay,
Yes.
fine.
You're looking green at the gills, though.
So the Viscount feels fine at first, but he's it's definitely taking its effect.
That was quite strong. What? Yes. Yes. What was the name of that drink? What am I? Yes.
Oh, it's an old family of brandy. We've had it for centuries. I'm sure you'll do wonderfully in this race. My husband is prepared to assist.
It still burns. Is it normal? Is it normal to still? Hey, oh no. Okay. Let's. Whatever. Let's get me onto my penny farthing. Is that what it's called? Is it penny farthing?
Yes.
What are these things called?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a pulley system, and they strap him up, and they lift him up into the air, and then roll the penny farthing, and then lower him into the seat.
That's amazing.
No, he's ready. He's ready to race, but we got to get your husband up there too. So
my very
we do
mousy
that whole thing.
husband easily climbs both the bike and you. Like it's pretty impressive. He's up there in a
generally
second.
he rides on her shoulders, so this is not weird for him at all.
Yeah.
He sounds like some sort of parasite, like one of those fish that attach to sharks or whatever.
Yeah, basically.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a parasite though, so much as like you know when they have like a mutual thing, it's cleaning you with money.
Oh yeah,
You get money while he's just there.
Makes sense. All right, so now we're gonna roll to see who wins this penny farthings race.
Perfect.
One of you has beautiful shiny new penny farthing with training wheels to help you stay stable.
But I have a specialty in penny farthings.
But yes, the other is quite good at penny farthings. So you're both going to be rolling penny farthings.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica, is my poison kicking in during the race or just after? Like how slow?
Mid-race, probably.
Okay, is this like lead poison?
Well, I'd say that means that this is a hinder, right? So.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what Jessica's
Yes,
done.
I will roll a thing.
Well, no,
What
you
do I-
you already have. So you already.
I've already been
I didn't
poisoned.
roll anything. He failed
Well,
at
that's-
something, but sure.
That's true. I mean, I think we're just going to count it as an automatic success because,
Okay.
it was so great that you're good to go.
yeah.
So I only roll one. I'm in trouble. I'm gonna lose. This isn't fair. I'm
I
upset.
think you had I think you had 3d6 before, so this cuts you down to 2d6.
Okay, 2. Okay.
Yeah, so you're not getting the benefit of how stable your.
Shiny new.
Yeah, it kind of cancels out the stableness.
Cancels one out. Okay. Well, I rolled a 2 and a 5, so I got a failure and a Fisticuffs Penny-Farthing,
Okay.
which I forget what that does because I obviously haven't been paying attention for the last hour and a half.
It'll be an advantage or a hint but we'll see if that matters here in a second.
Okay.
Well, it might be good for the storyline.
Yes.
That part.
Christina, what did you roll?
I haven't rolled anything yet. I'm assuming I
Okay.
just rolled 2, right? In this case, because I don't have an item.
Right. Yes, that's true. Yeah, you're likely to succeed on your roll, but you don't have an advantage here, so just 2.
I rolled 2 5s.
Oh,
Ooh.
and what was your number again?
My number's 3.
Okay, yeah, so you're good. All right, 2 successes.
I had put my best riding shoes on for this.
So I think what happens here, and you guys can help me narrate this if you like, but I imagine that you guys have a long and heated race through the cobblestone streets on penny farthings. You're way high up. I mean, these penny farthings, you're like almost 10 feet in the air when you're riding these things. So this is very dangerous. You're high up. You're having to just barely avoid / run over some of the lowborns, the rabble.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
As you race through the streets, and eventually there's a bridge in the distance, and you both this is like decided that this is the end of the race. And as you reach the bridge, Cristina, your character, Baroness Astrid, Oswald, Gaelin de
Potpourri.
Potpourri, the 4th. One day I'll get it. You just barely managed to kick the Viscount off balance on his penny farthing, and he goes zooming into the river, which is filled with debris, of course.
Of course.
And yes.
The river smells so bad in these times.
As he goes flying into the river, Squeaky the Pin is there performing at the end of the race.
Of course.
And Lady Marian's husband goes flying off of the bike as Viscount Vincent goes careening into the river and manages to hit poor Squeaky the Pin completely on accident. Nobody could have foreseen it coming. And maybe something terrible happens to poor fake Squeaky the Pin.
Yeah, Squeaky the Pin's Squeaky the Pin is known for his baldness, but this knocks off his bald cap, and it's revealed that Squeaky the Pin has hair. And the real Squeaky is known for his hairlessness, so this is just bizarre. And you all realize that this is actually not Squeaky the Pin at all. You realize this is why there's an opium shortage. The real Squeaky was the master smuggler. Where is he?
Where is he? Who is this bishop of... Where are we? What are we at?
This doesn't matter.
Don't worry about it.
So, will we ever find out who is replacing Squeaky the Pin? I mean, will the opium shortage be solved? Will Viscount get his court date? I mean, he's more badly hurt than ever.
Yes.
It should help him in court.
And poisoned.
But I did beat him in a race, which was my thing, so...
Right.
The Viscount is floating down the river in the refuse of all the pores of the town, and he wants to die. He wishes he could sink and drown, but he floats so well.
Well, we can't end it on that. All right. Jessica, your character was the most successful here. What is Lady Marian Formyth, Duché of the Pulasqui? Duché? Pulasqui Duché. How's she feeling?
She feels great.
You succeeded at your goal.
Yeah, succeeded at her goal, managed to turn things in her favor, exposed the replacement Squeaky the Pin, and is determined to see wonderful, sweet, opium-dealing Squeaky the Pin return to the circus.
Right, now that he's been exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Baroness Astrid Oswald van Gaelin de Popery IV. It seems like you also succeeded at your goal of beating a rival in a race.
Mm-hmm. That means that technically we had the bet going on that I would not have to go to court, and I'm going to collect some legal fees off of Vincent. You must pay my legal fees plus my distress.
Obviously. So much distress.
Oh, no.
Oh, you've countersued me then.
Yes, exactly.
So I have taken you to court.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's all looking up, chaps.
But you had to pay for the whole thing.
Somehow through a legal loophole, you've found yourself in court.
Success.
Now, you didn't take them there, they took you, so I don't know if that counts as a success.
I think I failed. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a character fail this in any game.
I mean, we did kind of gang up on you right at the very beginning, which
I think that's
rough.
He's a landlord. He deserves it.
As soon as you disconnected, it was all downhill for you.
Yeah, as soon as you disconnected, we plotted your demise.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, somebody had to bite the bullet, so thank you for your excellent playing, everyone. I think we should wrap it up there. Obviously, we could keep playing, and that could be fun. We could play this game again sometime. This was basically a play test because I've never run this game before.
Sure.
But I think we'll release it as a free PDF for the listeners so they can try it out if they want. And maybe we'll play it again sometime.
Sounds good.
It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had fun.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Thank Thanks for listening to Fisticuffs and Penny-Farthings. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, by following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The House of Bob, or by chatting with us on Discord. And most of all, by supporting us on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. This show is made possible due to all of our patrons who get one-shots, commentary, and other cool stuff. Art for this episode is by whoever's going to make the art. Maybe Trevor, maybe Sean, maybe me. I don't know. And audio production and music are by Mike. Thanks again for listening, and roll on.
Your penny farthing.
Nailed it.
Yes, roll on your penny farthing. Good says.
Is this a swearsies or a no swearsies game?
That's
Good
I think
question.
it's a no, isn't it?
I was thinking it could be on the no, but then I realized how many times I reference opium, like in the game rules. So I don't know.
That's not swearing.
Uh-oh.
The clown is
I do
disappeared.
believe we've lost the old sport.
The clown has been kidnapped in real time.
How will we navigate this?
Ed will be secretly replaced when he comes back.
Oh, this is all part of it. Oh my gosh, Schubert's a genius.
Yes, I completely, my internet crashed on purpose. What I miss? Sorry about that, guys.
Us making jokes.
Yeah.
Also,
All right.
how are we supposed to know that this is the real you and not a secret replacement?
True.
Plans within plans.
This could just be like an AI voice at some point.
Let's make it the Mormon Church just to make all the
God.
Utah listeners angry.
Yeah. Cut that out, Mike.
The bishop of